Can ADA Cardano win in the next bull run? We're going to dive into it, guys, in this video. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys so much for stopping back. So thus far this year, Cardano's down about 76% year to date. In the last 6 months, Cardano's lost a lot of its value, 41%. A lot of that coming, of course, from fallouts and contagions within the cryptocurrency market, but also outside factors like inflation, recession worries, etc. Cardano, again, down 76%. It set all-time highs last year at about $3.10. So we are roughly about 10x away from that number right now. Next bull run, can we get above that? And will ADA be one of the big winners? I think it has a great opportunity to be. And I'm going to give you some reasons why in this video, but also talk about some other assets in this range that I really like. Of course, we have XRP, right? And by the way, we're looking at the daily chart right now on Cardano. Of course, we have XRP. XRP, I think there's a lot of risk associated with XRP, but risk versus reward looks fantastic. The reward is super, super high if XRP were to get past the SEC and become a huge, huge reason why policy is shaped the way it is in cryptocurrency. But the other two that I think are less risky in a similar range are Cardano and Polygon. And I'm betting big on both of these. Of course, I never over leverage myself in one particular asset or the other, but I really love Cardano and Polygon for the long term and for different reasons. Polygon, I love it because it's attachment to Ethereum, the fact that it's a layer 2, the fact that it's doing such a fantastic job bringing Web 2 companies into Web 3, and for Cardano, I like the decentralized nature of it. I like the community aspect. I like that nearly 70% of all Cardano is staked. I love how Charles Hoskinson operates completely different than everybody else. See, I don't look at this whole thing as Cardano versus Ethereum. You have to pick one and pick a side. No, they're different. Cardano was one of the co-founders, Charles Hoskinson was on the Ethereum team back in the day, saw a difference in philosophy, jumped ship, created Cardano. That doesn't mean you have to pick one or the other now. It just means that they're operating differently. They have different goals in mind. They have different ways they're going about this. And I want to bet on both of those ways. I think Vitalik Buterin is brilliant. I think Charles Hoskinson is brilliant in his own way. And, you know, with Cardano, they're going about it very, very slow and diligently. Over time, they're getting more and more developers to come in, right? They're getting more and more developers to come in slowly but surely. And now with the Vasil hard fork, more and more development is happening on Cardano. Charles Hoskinson has some big, big, lofty plans and missions. And I like that. I like big thinkers. Putting all students' test scores in Africa on the blockchain through Cardano. Just recently, back in October, he was talking about some of the big plans that he has with his YouTube subscribers. Excuse me. He was live there talking about how he wants ADA to one day be the world's system of finance. That's a lofty goal. And is adamant about being connected with the U.S. government's ideas on crypto and understanding what they want to see and being able to help. And he's been at the forefront of that. He's trying to, from my vantage point, get out ahead of the future of regulation. There's been a lot of people saying recently that Cardano could be the next one up in terms of United States regulators are going to look under the hood after XRP at Cardano. And I don't think that's warranted. Nothing has really showed me a reason why they would go after Cardano. And I know some people would say, well, there was no reason really to go after XRP. I think there was. I think they went after XRP because it was going after the banking system. The banking system controls all the money. So I think this is different. I don't like the logic that, well, if they went after XRP, they can go after Cardano. I just don't see that. We'll see. I mean, obviously, things can change if things develop in that regard. We're investors. We got to be willing to pivot. That's why I really don't lock anything up for long periods of time usually. But anyway, Charles Hoskinson has said this in terms of, accomplishing what he wants to accomplish with Cardano. There needs to be a regulatory regime that acknowledges the existence of cryptocurrencies, views them as positive things, and appreciates the liberty that they provide people. I agree 100%. We've got to have educated regulators and policymakers here understand what the good sides of crypto are. They're not talked about enough. Now, he says from a global standpoint, he is concerned about the direction of China's digital yuan project, saying that the project will compromise people's financial freedoms. He says the representative from the People's Bank of China happened to do a presentation on the digital yuan, and it was very striking how sophisticated and already scaled the system is. 40 million users, 10,000 transactions per second, quasi-account model, and a very, very tight coupling with some of the existing payment systems that they have, like WeChat, Alipay, these type of things. It's very clear they're bundling social credit and their Belt and Road program with this digital currency. So he obviously does not like this, wants to be at the forefront of what the United States does with cryptocurrency, and has been out on the front lines. That's why I like Charles, and that's why I'm invested in them, because they're trying to really solve major issues first and foremost. They're trying to be less speculative in nature, and I'm invested in some speculative assets. But again, I'm not married to one asset or the other, or one idea or the other. I think we're in a space where there's going to be a lot of winners and a lot of losers. So I want to diversify accordingly. And these few winners that you have, they will make the next decade for you. That is how I'm looking at this. I am not expecting to win on every trade I make or every asset I hold. That's why I diversify out, because I don't need to win on every one. I just need to win on some. And I hope Cardano is one of those. But I'm just telling you guys, like, there's people on here that say, like, you have to have these 10 and these 10 only are going to be. You could say that. It sounds good. But at the end of the day, diversify. Diversify. And you don't need everything to hit. Nobody's that good. Nobody is going to be right 100% of the time, especially in a new sector like this. So, all right, I've rambled on too long. Thank you all so much. Make sure you hit the like button down below, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. I am bullish on Cardano long-term, and especially in this next bull cycle. I think its time is coming. I think it's right around the corner where people really look at Cardano, much like Ethereum burst on the scene this past cycle. I think it could be Cardano next up, along with Polygon. Let me know what you guys think down below. Appreciate it. We'll talk soon.